Fellas, what's going on? It is your boy Nacho. We're gonna talk again. Some people just don't get it, man. You know, you see all this shit about lifting. Well, first of all, this one thing I want to point out. Hold on, let me turn this fucking. I need that thing where it sticks on the car so I could just drive and talk at the same time. But let's talk about this real quick. All right. Everybody gets lifting wrong. Everybody gets building muscle wrong specifically. All right. Lifting, people lift all the time. They get better at lifts. All right. This is one thing. This is something you guys need to understand is when you're lifting all the time, you are just getting better at lifting that certain exercise. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see how people they could do like 100 push-ups in a row and they're still like a flat chest and shit. Yeah, because they're just getting better at push-ups. They're getting at the skill of push-ups. They're not building muscle. You know what I mean? So even with pull-ups, look at David Goggins, right? David Goggins did like how much pull-ups did he do in 24 hours? He did like 10,000 pull-ups in 24 hours. It was, or something. It's something like in the thousands of pull-ups in 24 hours. And he does not have like a super wide, thick, muscular back because, okay, maybe you built some muscle to do that, but it's just, he got better at the skill of doing pull-ups, not at putting on contractile tissue on his back. He just got better at doing pull-ups. So people, yes, they do get stronger when they bench every day or when they squat or do deadlifts every day, they curl every day. You're gonna get stronger because you're getting better at doing that lift. Okay? So, but you're not actually putting on contractile tissue. It's all CNS adaptations, central nervous system adaptations. You're not breaking the muscle down, building it back up. You know, and it's just kind of frustrating to see how people just don't understand this, and they're just kind of spewing. They're just like saying misinformation about this. I don't blame them because this information is not out there. I mean, I only know that I talk about this and T talks about this in Genetic Beast. We're the only ones that pretty much understand that to actually build muscle, to build myofibrils, to add myofibrils, you have to cause muscle damage. Okay, start the whole process. I explained this in my last video. If you guys want to listen to it, I explained it about myonuclei and expand all that shit. Okay, you need to do that. Eat a bunch of animal protein because these contractile tissues are made up of proteins, amino acids. Okay, you eat, once your muscles broken down, the rest of the week you rest and you eat these animal proteins to build up contractile tissue. Okay, you need a bunch of amino acids. But yeah, so you know guys like GVS, Jeffrey Verity Schofield, Basement Bodybuilding, Alex Leonidas, all these guys, like they think they're giving out like the best muscle building information. It's not really muscle building information. They're pretty much giving out getting better at lifting information. You know what I mean? Like their sets and reps. It's like, all right, this week you're gonna hit 6 reps. Next week you're gonna do 7 reps. That means you built muscle or something. And it's like, no, that just means you got better at lifting 100 pounds on bench from 6 times to 7 times. You got better by 1 rep. It doesn't mean you built muscle. Okay. Now the true way to know, the true test to know if you like build actual contractile tissue, you have to stop lifting for a minute. Like you have to stop lifting for about a month or 2-3 months. And see, like, because what that does when you go away for a while, it's gonna like, you're gonna unlearn the lift. You're gonna unlearn the lift, and your CNS adaptations are gonna just go back to 0 pretty much. Okay, and then then that's when you're going to see what you can actually lift. Your actual natural muscle that you carry, you're going to see how much you can actually do. Okay, how much actual muscle you're carrying on your body. We all know those guys that just like the first day in the gym, they kind of just they bench like 2 plates, 3 plates, and they never lifted in their life. That's just because they hold more contractile tissue on their body than someone else. Okay, so if you do these normie programs from these guys that just named, like Alex Leonidas, GVS and all that, you do these normie programs, and so you get your bench from like 215 to 315. Okay, you getting to 315 is basically you getting better at bench, okay, over time. Now you want to test if you could still lift 315 after taking 2 months off, but it goes down to 215 or 250, then your natural muscle is not at a 315 bench. You see what I'm saying? Your natural muscle is at a like 225 bench. It just means you didn't build shit at all the whole time. You just got better at lifting that exercise and CNS adaptations. That's all it is. Okay. It seems complicated when I explain it, but it's actually very simple. Okay, so to truly test, to truly know if you're building muscle, take time off, unlearn every lift, your CNS goes down, whatever, and then you try to max out on bench. Okay, a perfect example, I was doing eccentric overload for I think I started in last March and I ended in November. I don't know how many months, 10 months, 9 months, okay? I built a max bench of 335. I took 2 months off, I had a baby. After 2 months of unlearning the lift, my CNS is down. I still benched 325. I kept like over 95, 96% of my strength. And that's because I was actually building muscle, breaking it down, working out once a week, allowing a full repair and remodeling. Look, after a session, I'm sore for 3 to 5 days. And that's because I'm actually damaging the muscle, eating protein, and then I go through a full repair and remodeling. That's what happens. So I just want to let you guys know that everybody is pretty much wrong about building muscle. They're actually giving you information on how to get better at lifts, not on actually how to build contractile tissue. Okay, so I just wanted to touch up on that. It's a grand illusion. I always say it's what these people are doing: sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, fluid in the muscles, and CNS adaptation. That's why they're getting stronger. Okay, and that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys later. Peace.